The challenges we faced 4 years ago are entirely different, somewhat, than we are today. We started off 4 years ago, and all of the issues had to do with managing the growth of the city. And right after we became mayor and began to address growth, our whole direction was changed about 180 degrees, because it was no longer growth, it was financial survival. And it was a matter of dealing with declining revenues, dealing with the 1% tax cap programs, whole new methods of assessments. A lot of cities were really struggling for survival. A lot of my fellow mayors were saying, hey, we're going to go out of business because we can't afford to operate under these kind of conditions. But it really caused the city to pull together very, very quickly. We've been blessed by surrounding ourselves with some great people. Bruce Hawk, my deputy mayor, again, a guy of great conviction, unbelievable ethics, understands budgets and municipal financings immensely. We have great department heads that all share in our words of accountability and integrity and innovation, and we have been just unbelievably supported by a city council that we all believe the same thing, the direction and the vision for the city. You don't hear about the squabbles in the council and the mayor's office and all this that you do in a lot of cities, because we really share the same vision of where we're going. That isn't to say we have little differences here and there, but we've really probably more than any other city that I'm aware of, we lean very heavily on the council for just that word, council. We take to the council, and they bring things to me far beyond what we're legally required to do. We've got some great people that I know share in the same pledge that all of our department heads share in, and that's making the right decision for the city of Westfield in the long run, in the long term. And I think that's what's really missing in politics today, whether you look at it at the local level, the state level, the national level, or even the boardrooms. I think we've done a lousy job of measuring the consequences of some of our action when it comes to actions that are going to be effective in years to come. The debt that we incur, the entitlements that we've taken on. I mean, people want basic services out of their government. Our objective has been to provide the best possible services for the least possible price. Financial integrity has been a key issue for where we are. The recession area really caused us to take a hard look at how we better run a municipal government. And there's been, even in these hard times, I'm so proud of what our employees and our department heads have been able to do. Key areas of the city, like public safety, where we were woefully behind in the number of fire people, police people, we have increased those services. Outside of public safety, that is to say, our parks department, although you know we've had a lot of activity there and trail work and everything else, parks, community development, planning, zoning, roads, streets, pardon me, streets, including snow removal and the potholes and such, water, sewer, outside of public safety. Even though the city has continued to grow, we are today operating the city with 30 less employees than we had 3 years ago. Government can do more with less. Our debt, our bonded indebtedness over the last 3 years has dropped from $58 million to $56 million over the last 2 years. And although many cities struggled financially with their finances, and therefore their bond ratings. Our bond ratings were actually increased last year despite the economic turmoils that we've had. So we're very proud of our economic situation. I can safely tell you that many areas, such as a rainy day fund that some people look at as, gee, where did that go? Ours has actually increased from about $400,000 when we began to a little over $1 million. That's our savings account, so to speak. I can tell you with all conviction that the financial condition of the city is better today than it was 3 years ago. And a lot of that has to do with our council cooperating in ways that we're able to do that.